A small yard does not mean giving up on fresh fruit. Many gardeners assume fruit production requires acres of space, rows of full-size trees, and years of waiting. Yet compact varieties developed through modern breeding techniques and traditional pruning methods deliver full-sized harvests from plants that fit on balconies, patios, and tiny backyards. These varieties often fruit faster than standard trees, require less maintenance, and produce surprisingly abundant yields when given proper care. Urban gardeners regularly harvest dozens of pounds of apples, peaches, and berries from spaces smaller than a parking spot. The key lies in selecting varieties specifically bred or trained for confined spaces, understanding their unique requirements, and maximizing vertical growing opportunities. With strategic planning, even a 100-square-foot area can supply fresh fruit for months. Dwarf apple trees reach only 6 to 8 feet tall, yet produce full-sized apples, making them ideal for small yards. These trees are grafted onto dwarfing rootstocks like M9 or M26, which restrict growth while maintaining fruit quality and quantity. A single dwarf tree yields 50 to 100 pounds of apples annually once established, usually within 2 to 3 years. They require full sun, at least 6 hours daily, and well-draining soil with pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Spacing needs are minimal, just 8 to 10 feet apart, allowing multiple varieties in compact areas. Popular varieties include Honeycrisp, Gala, and Fuji, all available in dwarf forms. Annual pruning maintains size and encourages fruiting, and most varieties need cross-pollination, so planting 2 different cultivars ensures better yields. Container growing is possible using 20-gallon pots, though in-ground planting produces larger harvests. Mulching around the base retains moisture and suppresses weeds while protecting shallow roots. Patio peach trees are genetically compact varieties staying under 5 feet tall, perfect for containers or tight garden corners. Varieties like Bonanza, Honey Babe, and El Dorado produce full-sized, sweet peaches without the space demands of standard trees. These plants fruit within 1 to 2 years and can yield 20 to 40 pounds per season at maturity. They need 8 hours of direct sunlight and benefit from protection against late spring frosts that damage blossoms. Well-draining soil enriched with compost supports healthy growth, and consistent watering during fruit development prevents splitting. Container plants require 15 to 20-gallon pots with drainage holes and benefit from moving indoors during harsh winters in zones below 6. Self-pollinating varieties eliminate the need for multiple trees, simplifying small space growing. Light annual pruning after harvest maintains shape and removes dead wood. Leaf curl disease can be prevented with copper-based dormant sprays applied in late winter before buds swell. Columnar cherry trees grow in narrow, upright forms, reaching 8 to 10 feet tall but only 2 feet wide, making them exceptional space savers. These naturally compact trees require no special pruning to maintain their slender profile and work beautifully along fences, walls, or property lines. Varieties like Romeo and Juliet produce tart cherries excellent for pies and preserves, while others offer sweet-eating cherries. Production begins in year 3, with mature trees yielding 15 to 30 pounds annually. Full sun exposure is essential, and well-draining, slightly acidic soil with pH 6.0 to 6.5 supports optimal growth. Most columnar cherries are self-pollinating, though planting too improves yields. They tolerate cold winters well, thriving in zones 4 through 7, and require minimal pest management compared to standard cherry trees. Netting protects ripening fruit from birds, and consistent moisture during fruit development ensures plump, flavorful cherries. Shallow roots benefit from mulch layers that regulate soil temperature and conserve water. Compact blueberry bushes like Top Hat and Peach Sorbet stay under 2 feet tall and thrive in containers, making them perfect for small spaces. These varieties produce abundant berries despite their diminutive size, yielding 2 to 5 pounds per plant when mature. Blueberries require acidic soil with pH between 4.5 and 5.5, and container growing allows precise pH control using peat-based potting mixes. Full sun encourages maximum berry production, though plants tolerate partial shade in hot climates. Planting multiple varieties extends the harvest season from early summer through fall and improves cross-pollination for larger berries. Consistent moisture is critical, as blueberries have shallow root systems that dry quickly. Mulching with pine bark or pine needles maintains acidity while suppressing weeds. Containers need at least 5 gallons of soil per plant and require protection in zones below 5 during winter. Pruning removes oldest canes after 4 to 5 years, encouraging vigorous new growth. Netting prevents bird damage as berries ripen. Dwarf fig varieties like Petite Negra and Chicago Hardy remain compact enough for container growing while producing sweet, succulent figs. These plants reach 4 to 6 feet tall and adapt well to pot culture using 15-gallon containers with excellent drainage. Figs thrive in full sun and tolerate heat better than most fruit plants, making them ideal for hot climates. They produce 2 crops annually in warm regions, with the main harvest in late summer and a smaller breba crop on old wood in early summer. Well-draining soil prevents root rot, and figs tolerate a wide pH range from 6.0 to 8.0. In colder zones, containers allow moving plants indoors or to protected locations during winter. Pruning maintains size and removes winter-damaged branches, while light fertilization in spring supports vigorous growth. Figs are self-pollinating and require no companion plants. Brown turkey and Celeste varieties also work well in small spaces. Mature plants produce 20 to 40 figs per season, and fruit quality improves with consistent watering during ripening. Strawberry towers and vertical planters maximize fruit production in minimal footprint, growing dozens of plants in just 2 square feet. These systems stack multiple planting pockets vertically, allowing 20 to 30 plants per tower. Ever-bearing varieties like Seascape and TriStar produce continuously from spring through fall, providing fresh berries for months. Each plant yields approximately 1 quart of berries per season, meaning a single tower produces significant harvests. Towers need full sun and well-draining potting mix, enriched with compost for nutrient support. Consistent watering is essential, as tower systems dry quickly, and drip irrigation or reservoir systems simplify maintenance. Runners can be trimmed or rooted to expand plantings, and removing them increases berry production on mother plants. Strawberries prefer slightly acidic soil with pH 5.5 to 6.5 and benefit from liquid fertilizer every 2 to 3 weeks during growing season. Towers work well on decks, patios, or against walls, and many designs include built-in water reservoirs that reduce watering frequency. Compact raspberry varieties like raspberry shortcake remain under 3 feet tall and grow well in containers without the aggressive spreading of traditional raspberries. These thornless bushes produce summer and fall harvests, yielding 2 to 4 pounds per plant at maturity. Containers need at least 5 gallons of soil and benefit from support stakes as canes bear fruit. Full sun promotes best production, though plants tolerate light afternoon shade in hot regions. Well-draining, slightly acidic soil with pH 5.5 to 6.5 and regular watering during berry development ensures sweet, plump fruit. Pruning after harvest removes spent canes and encourages new growth for next season's crop. Mulching retains moisture and suppresses weeds while enriching soil as it decomposes. Raspberries benefit from balanced fertilizer in early spring and again after first harvest. Ever-bearing types like Heritage produce on first-year canes, simplifying pruning to cutting everything to ground level in late fall. Netting protects ripening berries from birds, and consistent moisture prevents dry, crumbly fruit. Dwarf citrus trees, including lemons, limes, and oranges, thrive in containers and produce abundant fruit in small spaces. Varieties like improved Meyer lemon and Calamandan orange stay under 6 feet tall and fruit reliably indoors or outdoors. Container culture requires 15 to 20-gallon pots with excellent drainage and citrus-specific potting mix that maintains slightly acidic pH around 6.0. These plants need maximum sunlight, at least 8 to 12 hours daily, and benefit from grow lights indoors during winter in northern climates. Consistent watering maintains even soil moisture without waterlogging, and citrus prefers drying slightly between waterings. Monthly fertilization with citrus-specific formula supports continuous growth and fruiting. Most dwarf citrus are self-pollinating and produce fruit year-round in ideal conditions, with main crops in winter and spring. Indoor trees benefit from occasional outdoor placement during warm months for pollination and pest control. Dwarf lemons produce 10 to 20 fruits per year, while limes and oranges yield similar amounts. Pruning maintains shape and removes dead growth, and scale insects are controlled with horticultural oil. Grapevines trained on compact trellises or arbors produce abundant fruit while occupying minimal ground space. Varieties like Pixie and Himrod are naturally compact or respond well to training, staying under 8 feet tall and wide. Vertical growing allows vines to thrive in narrow spaces along fences, walls, or over patios. Grapes need full sun and well-draining soil with pH 5.5 to 7.0, and established vines tolerate drought well. Annual pruning in late winter controls size and concentrates energy into fewer, larger clusters. Most varieties are self-pollinating, though some muscadine types need companions. Container growing works using 15-gallon pots and sturdy support structures, though in-ground planting yields larger harvests. Grapes begin producing in year 2 or 3, with mature vines yielding 15 to 20 pounds annually. Proper training on horizontal wires or arbor structures maximizes sunlight exposure to fruit clusters and improves air circulation, reducing fungal diseases. Thinning clusters when grape-sized improves remaining fruit quality and prevents overbearing that weakens vines. Compact kiwi varieties like Isai and Arctic Beauty produce miniature, smooth-skinned fruits without the space requirements of commercial kiwi vines. These plants reach 8 to 10 feet and work well on small trellises, fences, or arbors in yards where standard kiwis overwhelm. Hardy kiwis tolerate cold to zone 4 and produce grape-sized fruits with intense sweetness. Isai is self-pollinating, eliminating the need for male and female plants, though yields improve with pollinizers. Full sun and well-draining, slightly acidic soil support, vigorous growth, and consistent moisture during fruit development prevents dropping. Vines begin fruiting in year 3, producing 10 to 20 pounds per plant at maturity. Annual pruning after leaf drop controls size and removes excess growth, and kiwis fruit on 1-year-old wood. Container growing works using 20-gallon pots, though growth is less vigorous than in-ground plants. Fruits ripen in fall after first frost, which improves sweetness and store well refrigerated for several weeks. Minimal pest issues make hardy kiwis low-maintenance additions to small fruit gardens. Small yards offer genuine opportunities for abundant fruit production when space-efficient varieties and vertical growing methods are used strategically. These compact plants deliver fresh harvests for months while occupying minimal ground space, proving that productive fruit gardens do not require large properties. Starting with 2 or 3 plants allows testing what works best in specific conditions before expanding. If this information proved useful, consider exploring more space-saving gardening techniques in other videos.